Well, Paul, you said you wanted to finish the home season on a high note, and I think job done.
Yeah, it was a fantastic performance from the players. Finishes off a fantastic season at home in particular. Some of the football was just outstanding, and obviously the quality of the goals. I think all of them were just stunning, really. You thought you'd seen the best one with Adam Coombs, and then Adam May almost does exactly the same type of strike, different angle, and then Jamie clips one into the into that far post from his free kick, and we've had a couple of those go against us recently, so it was nice for us to be able to show the quality of that, because that's not an easy free kick to do.
When you get 2 goals like that, sort of that quality so early, you think it's going to be a good afternoon.
Yeah, well, it was. You could just see that we were at it. I thought the midfield 2, Eastman and May in particular, were very good against their 3. Really impressed with Coombs today as well, sort of in that number 10 role, and him and Max were a threat. But it's hard to pick out anyone today, because I thought 1 to 11 they were all fantastic, and it will be forgotten. But I thought Will Puddy's save in the second half was one of the best saves that I've seen for a long time, and that was a sort of a dipping, swerving shot, wasn't it? It's a great save from Will as well, and he's done great for us. We lost Ross Warner. Everyone knows how much I rate Ross, but I think Will's come in and done a great job for us.
And he had made two good saves towards the end as well, after Chester had scored a couple, and just made a slightly odd end to the game.
It was an odd end to the game, but what you've got to remember is it's hot out there as well. When you're 5-0 up and you're in such control, it's quite easy to play when you're 5-0 down as well, by the way, and just chuck everyone forward. But it made for an entertaining finish, because we must have had another 4 or 5 shots at their goal, and they had 3 or 4 at ours. So it was a little bit attack v defence the last 10 minutes, but that's probably right for the last game of the season.
And great to get Jeffrey Monacana on the pitch starting again, and he looked really lively.
Well, I thought there were 2 things that worked well today. Jeffrey, obviously, being given that start, which he's not been able to get because of as I said, he's lacking fitness. And he was probably almost ready to come off at half-time, because that was, I thought, a great first half performance from him. And of course, Adam, whilst I've been saying for a long time, he's technically a good player. He scored a lot of goals for Welland, and for him to finish with a brace at home will give him great confidence going into the pre-season.
And able to get Craig Dundas on for the last home game of the season as well, in place of Max.
Yeah, but he came on merit, because he's very close to starting after his performance second half against Dagenham. But we just wanted to give Coombsy one more shot here to see if he could get himself off the mark, and that worked. So a couple of little things that we wanted to happen happened, which was, as I said, Monacana and Coombsy coming good. And
it set up the afternoon nicely, because you were able to take a nice lap of honour after the game. Everybody behind the barriers, and able to get the appreciation you deserve.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was, the players were never able to do it after the Arsenal game, which was a shame for everybody, really. The players didn't really get the recognition, and we weren't able to thank our supporters for the cup run. So it was nice to be able to do it. It's a traditional end of season lap, and like I said, it's ended up being 2, quite brilliant seasons. Really, it's going to be an interesting third season, because we want to try and better, each season. So I think we're about 11th now, aren't we? Which is what the lads are telling me. So, to get in the top half of the table, if we can get something at Macclesfield next week and we finish in that top half, what a fantastic season. Makes it more harder next year, but that's what we want to do. We want to keep improving.
Got one game to go away to Macclesfield, and be looking to finish on a high note with that one.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we would like to win our last away game. We haven't done. We played okay away from home, but we haven't got the results, and it'd be lovely to reward the travelling support that are leaving, I think, at 6 in the morning from here. So we're well aware of the support coming up, and we'd certainly like to be able to do a round of applause with them at the end, because the travelling support's been immense this year as well.
And just talking about the presentation tonight, and the goal of the season award, could have hung on for a couple of days.
Well, I just said to James, you better go home and go and add another 4 contenders, because certainly Coombs would be in there, Adam Mays would be in there. Jamie's free kick was stunning as well, because it's a difficult skill. Great move as well, Coombs' header. They were all just good goals today.
Bailey's volley as well.
Yeah, Bailey's, as I said, I think,
technique
and I'm going to pre-guess this, but if I'm voting for the goal of the season now, my goal would have been Nick Bailey's, because technically his first volley against York, that is one of the most difficult volleys to do. So that's who I'd go for. It'd be a Bailey, and he did it again today, didn't he? Another great strike, and he's got that in his locker.
Brilliant. Thanks, Paul. It's been a cracking home season.
Yeah, and thanks for all you do, guys. It's been a great season, and have a good rest in the summer, everyone. And we'll see you back again in July. July the 1st actually is our first pre-season game. So it's earlier this year, but we'll see you back then.
Brilliant. Okay.
Thanks, Tony.
Cheers.